Most people who come to Palo Duro take a photo and leave. I came to put this canyon on the air. My wife and I are a few weeks out from leaving Texas for a year. 50 states, an RV, and a radio. And this week was the trial run. Here's what a week of chasing parks actually looks like. The good and the parts nobody tells you about. Here's the quick version if you're new to this stuff. It's called POTA, Parks on the Air. You bring a ham radio to a park and you try to make contact with other operators, sometimes across the country, sometimes across the world. Most people just do it for a weekend, but we're about to do it for a whole year. So before the real trip starts, we ran the short version. 8 days, 3 parks. 1 night at Abilene, 3 nights at Caprock Canyons, 3 nights at Palo Duro Canyon, then home. These parks were ones I've already activated before, so this wasn't anything new with my radio, but it was a test of everything else. Whether the two of us could actually live in a small trailer like this. All right, we're loaded up and ready to roll out, headed to Abilene State Park. We got 8 days of travel and POTA, and this is our burn-in trip for the 12 months that we're gonna be traveling across the country in this thing. So this is the trip where we try to figure out if anything is gonna break. Here we are at Abilene State Park. This is just a one-night stopover before we get to Caprock Canyon State Park tomorrow. It's about 6 to 8 hours from home, so we needed to split the drive time up somehow, and this is where we landed. We ran into some electrical issues as soon as we got to the park. One of the park rangers was kind enough to stop by and help me get it sorted out. We also did some hiking at Abilene State Park, but we got chewed up by red bugs, so I'm not going to say anything else about that. Now let's get on the road and get to Caprock Canyon State Park. We try to take the back roads wherever we can, just because it's a lot more interesting and there's usually less traffic. And driving up the Texas Panhandle, we saw some pretty amazing things, like this Bob's Oil Well gas station. There was a historic plaque in the front, and it was just really cool looking abandoned relic from the 1950s. Near the entrance to the park, there's this really cool old drive-in theater with a big American flag painted on the back of it. And as we're heading into the park, there's a fence that's completely lined with hundreds of bicycles. Really cool. Once we got settled into the campsite, I pulled out the Blackstone grill and grilled some New York strip steaks. They came out great. Now it's time to activate Caprock Canyons State Park. You may not be able to tell from the video, but it was a very windy day, and the wind actually blew my antenna over 2 different times. The solution was to stick a rock inside the zipper pouch that the antenna comes in and to suspend it from the bottom like a counterweight. In spite of the challenges with the wind and the heat and the flies, it turned out to be a good activation. I successfully activated the park and got contacts all the way to the west as far as California, Nevada, Washington, and I even got a couple of DX contacts in Canada and park to park. I ended up getting 15 total contacts. The farthest one away was in Albany County, New York, which is about 1,595 miles from the park. I worked 10 different states, got contacts in Canada, and even a park-to-park contact. All right, we're wrapping up the first half of this burn-in trip. And as you can see, the canyon behind me, it's amazing. It's a beautiful place. The campsite that we're at is surrounded by prairie dog towns. There's literally thousands of prairie dogs all running around and barking and popping up out of their holes and stuff. It's amazing. The buffalo here, there's 300 head of buffalo, the official Texas state herd. They just roam freely around this place. So we woke up, I guess yesterday morning, and there was 2 or 3 of them right outside of our trailer, scratching their backs on the picnic table. So that was awesome. There's some weather coming. You could probably see these clouds up here. Thunderstorm. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much and wash us out. It's been a great trip. Can't wait to see what happens next. Now it's time to hook up and head on down the road to Palo Duro Canyon State Park. Okay, we're at park number 2. This is Palo Duro Canyon State Park near Amarillo, Texas. And we just pulled in, just got hooked up. So I'm excited about spending 3 days in this park. We'll see what we can do. There's a few things that you absolutely have to do if you go to Palo Duro Canyon State Park. And one of them is the hike to the Lighthouse Trail. It was a little too hot for us to be doing this. In fact, they actually closed the trail right after we left on the hike. When we got back, it was closed so that no one else would go out in the heat and possibly get hurt. But it's a beautiful hike and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommend checking out this trail. Had some rough weather last night. Some thunderstorms came in through the night and we're expecting some to come through this evening as well. The problem is we have tickets to Texas, the outdoor musical. There's an amphitheater here in the park, and obviously, you know, it's outside and exposed to the elements. So we have that tonight at 8 o'clock, and that's the exact time that the thunderstorms are supposed to come through. I grilled some smash burgers on the Blackstone a few minutes ago. They turned out good, except for the fact that the wind blew the plates over, the buns fell on the ground. One of the meatballs that, before I had a chance to smash it, when I was taking it out, rolled off on the ground. So I don't know how you guys feel about cleaning off food that fell on the ground and still eating it, but it wasn't a disaster, so crisis averted. Burgers turned out great, I'll just put it that way. The Texas Outdoor Musical is the other main attraction of the park. It's been going on for about 60 years, and the tickets cost about $40 each, and they only do this during the summertime, but you should definitely check it out. It's a unique experience that you can't really have anyplace else.
No video during the show.
We're at Texas, the Outdoor Musical, and unfortunately can't do video or photography during the performance, so I'm not going to be able to show you how awesome this is, but it's really cool to be here, and I'll tell you all about it after. Now it's time to activate Palo Duro Canyon State Park. This ended up being one of my favorite activations that I've had in a long time. I ended up just really taking my time and trying to get the activation part done quickly, just letting the QSOs come to me and activating them as they came instead of trying to kind of hunt people from the park. And I was able to knock the whole thing out really quickly in less than 15 minutes. And then the rest of my time out there, I just relaxed and went after some DX contacts and just tried to see what else I could do once the activation was in the bag. I ended up getting 22 contacts. The farthest one was in Argentina, about 5,500 miles away. I activated 12 states, 5 different DX entities, and I'm really proud of the way that this activation turned out. After an amazing week at all of these state parks, it was time for us to head back to Austin. But before we head back home, it was time to sit down and talk about everything that we learned from this trip. So I'm just curious, Mel, what was like your favorite part about this trip?
I really enjoyed being at the parks where they had things to see, like in the Caprock Canyon. It really was amazing to have the bison graze and mosey around the camp. At the Palo Duro Canyon, just being down in the bottom of the canyon was really amazing, that the campground and all those things were at the bottom. And it was a beautiful park.
Now, one thing I'm sure a lot of people are curious about, what were some of the things that you didn't like?
It was very, very hot, and a lot of bugs. I got bit by a lot of bugs.
Since this was a shakedown trip, I'm just wondering how you feel about that 1-year trip, if there's anything that you kind of learned in the past week that'll help you prepare better, or maybe it's just some things that you're like, oh wow, I didn't think about that.
It's doable. I know that we can do it, and it could be a good trip. And I mean, it is very close quarters. Our trailer is not big at all. Just being in close quarters and trying to find our own little space so we don't get underfoot of each other is probably something that we're going to have to work out.
If you want the unfiltered version, my actual activation logs, the campsite life, travel highlights, our honest talk about whether we're really ready for a year of this, that stuff's on Patreon. Subscribe so you're with us when we leave for real. 73, and I'll see you in the next one.